Have you noticed Starbucks doesn't feel like Starbucks anymore? Yeah, that cozy, soulful cafe vibe that once defined the brand. Now it's gone. Globally, Starbucks is spending around 450 million US dollar just to feed itself. But here in Malaysia, the problem is even bigger. Starbucks is making losses and local brands like ZUS are taking the spotlight. Back in the 90s, Starbucks wasn't just coffee. Howard Schultz created the third place. Not home, not work, but a space in between. A warm cafe where connection mattered more than speed. But when Starbucks scaled to nearly 39,000 stores worldwide, something changed. Mobile orders exploded. Over 26% of US sales now come from app. Drive-thrus dominate. Baristas rush. The cafe become a coffee factory. Efficient, yes, but soulless. Customer noticed, and in Malaysia, the timing couldn't be even worse. When the Palestine boycott movement hit in the late 2023, Starbucks Malaysia, run by Berjaya Food, saw a huge sales crash. Within just a few months, revenue dropped so badly that Berjaya Food posted its first quarterly loss in years. The stock price collapsed almost 20% in a single month. For a brand once seen as untouchable, that was shocking. And while Starbucks stumbled, local brands thrive. ZUS Coffee, for example, leaned into affordability, local flavors, and digital native branding. They position themselves not just as another cafe, but as a Malaysian-born challenger to the global giant. Where Starbucks feels corporate, ZUS feels like more personal. Affordable latte, fast pickup, friendly app, and a brand voice that speaks like your brand, not a Wall Street CEO. This is the exact opposite of Starbucks' crisis. Globally, Starbucks is trying to slow down to bring back the soul. In Malaysia, consumers are saying, yeah, we'd rather give our money to local players who never lost their soul in the first place. So what's the lesson? Starbucks shows that our growth without heart isn't sustainable. In Malaysia, the boycott only accelerated what was already happening. People questioning whether they need a foreign brand at all. Because in the end, coffee is never just coffee. It's culture, it's identity, it's connection. And right now, Malaysians are finding that in ZUS, JJ, and dozen others of local cafes, not a multinational that feels like a factory. Starbucks can spend 450 million US dollar to reinvent itself. But here in Malaysia, the reinvention is already happening and it's local.